I have 2 years plan, zero Fortnite experience, and I'm trying to build something in Fortnite. So let's see the numbers. How much money can it actually get? I made the plan, it's a startup plan, and so now I'm going to talk about the startup aspects, not the Fortnite aspects. I printed something for me so I will not forget. But first let me explain where I am. I am here in the Gilboa because I have a hobby, this one, and I need to lead a group of bikers 2 weeks from now. So I'm just checking the routes here to decide where we're gonna stop, and this is an amazing place. I'll show you a snippet of it. Today I'm gonna talk about the potential earnings, and if I'll have some time, maybe about the timeline. But currently the timeline plan is 2 years with about a gate every 6 months. I'm just on the first month, just learning Fortnite, learning verse, learning programming in the engine. I'll give you a snippet about how programming looks like. It's usually frustration. So I've created a cube, and it's extremely strange. Restarting, getting the hang of the user interface, just because I'm crashing so much. Nothing. Debugging, I hate it. It's like this. Ha! Ha! Ha!
None.
Yeah! Okay, and I'm getting on the log. Can you see?
Hit.
Hit. So, how much money can you make out of Fortnite as a creator, as a game creator? Well, there are several channels that you can play with. The main thing is revenue sharing from Fortnite, but you need to understand something when you are doing something like that. And that is that you are riding a tiger. I call riding a tiger when you are attaching yourself to someone that is way huger than you and that can turn on you in an instant without notifying you. You can build a great career or a business that will vanish in one day. It's like building a great store in Amazon or something like that. You are totally dependent in that tiger to take you forward. And in this month only, since I started, the tigers turned. Epic Games changed a bit the scene. Currently it seems that it's even better for creators, but I'm not really sure, because they've created, first of all, they are sharing more revenues this year. They're going to share 50% of their revenues with creators, but they've also changed the model from which you can make money. Up till now you couldn't have done anything. Oh, people are coming. Up till now you couldn't have done a lot of things, like you couldn't sell things within the game, but they've changed it, and from now you can sell things in the game. So I'm saying I'm not sure it's for the creators. I think maybe it will benefit Epic more than the creators, because great and big studios will step into the arena, which means that the small creators will be pushed out. So Epic Games will make a killing, will make tons of revenue. The big studios or even the small studios maybe will make great revenue, but single creators probably not. This guy is playing the radio as if I'm interested in it. Oh, he's filming too. So let's go on. So that's one thing. And the thing you need to understand about Epic is that they are sharing the revenue with creators according to the time that people are spending in your map, in your game. So if you are spreading 50% of the revenue, that's tons of money. People are making millions. Very few people, usually studios, because it's a long tail distribution. So very short list of people, very short list of studios get the millions, and then it drops rapidly. I guess that the first 10%, which is a huge competition, is getting something like above 5,000, something like that. And then the next 10 is getting above 1,000, even less, and then it drops even lower. So in order to make some money, you need to have a game, a good game, that will be in the top 20%, 15% of all the games that are out there. And if you're at a certain point at that stage, you still need to go on and on and on, trying to keep it on the same place, because people are always trying to compete with you, and people are getting bored with games at some point, so it fades out. And you need to run just to stay in place. So that's one thing, but that's the main revenue stream that you can think of. So now let me show you all the revenue streams that can come and that you can count or not count on as a single creator. So first of all, as I said, it's about the bread and butter, Epic engagement, Fortnite engagement. Oh, he's gone. He only took a snapshot and left. So Fortnite engagement, my aim is to get to the 15%. I don't believe I'll get into the 5%, in the top 5. If I'll get ever into the top 10, it will be great. So top 15%, I guess it will give me something like $1,000. That's it. That's it as a single creator. If I'll make a hit or something, okay, so 10 times that for 10 months. So that's 1,000K. Selling assets or selling internal materials within the game, I specifically don't like these tactics. This is why I preferred Epic Games rather than developing other games or in other engines. But now everyone's doing it, including Epic. Maybe another 1,000, okay? But I'm not sure I'm that good at it, so I'm not sure it will work. Sponsorship. Sponsorship is according to the number of, let's talk about 2 sponsorship options. One sponsorship option is within the game. Let's say Insta360 decides to support me and I'm putting their stuff in the game. That needs to be approved by Epic Games. So there's a limit there about the things that you can do. Of course, I can do something in Israel or locally within the country, but it's very limited. And again, it needs the approval of Epic Games. So I don't believe that I'll ever have sponsorship within the game. However, if the game is popular and the game have a YouTube channel, the YouTube channel can maybe get sponsorship with the game. It's very limited I think it will be hardly equipment money, something like that. I'll spend more than that. So that's sponsorship. After sponsorship, what do we have? We have community support, Patreons, buy me a coffee, all that. Community support with a reasonable exposure and reasonable amount of players, and if they like you, $500. That's, I don't believe I can ever get to $500. It's not my nature to request support in that way. So I don't believe it will even be $500, but that's about the ballpark of that kind of sponsorship, of community support. Custom client. Custom client is someone that is requesting you to build their game. For example, if I'm good at what I'm doing and people know my work, and people in Israel, SodaStream, I don't know, decides to make a game within Fortnite, so they request me to be their creator and to create their game. In this case, it becomes a work, actually, because there's a contract, it's a lot of money, but with the boss, with someone that's telling you what to do. New guys, someone's telling you what to do, when to do it, argues about the quality and what it brings you. So that type of I don't believe I will ever get to that level of custom client work. Last thing is YouTube. YouTube ads, YouTube revenue from this channel. No way. If I'll have tons of viewers, it's gonna amount to 40 shekels, $10. Falafel. Nothing. It's people imagine that YouTube gonna earn them a lot of money unless you are very successful. It's peanuts. It's really, you can't build on that. I'm doing the YouTube channel for market, in order to be able to market later the game. So to be able to publish the game. The YouTube channel itself is a joke. So, all in all, if everything goes right and I'll manage to build a game that will be good enough for the top 10 or 15% of all games in Epic Games for a period of time, I'm expected to get a revenue of about, all in all, $3,000, something like that, before tax. If you think about after taxes in Israel, real money, it's about $1,500. That's it, really. There's no hidden things here. And I think that if you're doing a startup like I'm trying to do now, you need to define what are the goals, what are you trying to achieve, and be realistic about what you can do. I'll tell you what I'm doing it. I'm doing it for other reasons. I'm doing it because it's a lot of fun. I don't need to have a boss. And I'm planning that for my pension. So it's pension money. I don't really need to make a killing. I need to make more money than zero because my pension is not going to be that high and I'm going to need to continue working. So if you are defining it like that, then you understand the limits. Of course, everything can happen. currently, the most reasonable thing that will happen is that I'll not succeed. That's the most reasonable thing that will happen. I will not be good enough. Something will happen to me on the way. The game will not be good enough. I will not be able to sustain the top 15% for more than few months. All that. The unlikely thing is that it will succeed, and the most unlikely thing is that something will be great there. So that's the range, and that's why I'm trying to do a 6 months interval. The first 6 months is learning really how to build the game, learning all the essentials. This week I've just created the Hello World game. The Hello World, the very basic. You get into a game, there is a cube which moves, you have 6 rounds, you shoot the cube. If you missed all the 6 rounds, you lost. If you hit it, you won. That's Hello World game in Epic Games. But it includes tons of stuff that you don't think about. How do I decide if the user is winning or losing? How do I count the shots? How do I understand whether the cube was hit? How do I move the cube? How do I make notifications? All that. So it seems very small and very initial game, and it is very initial, but it's a lot. And I need to continue and learn tons of stuff. I mean, with everything that I've just mentioned, I haven't mentioned colors, textures, music, sound effects, nothing. Rules. This is the most basic thing, and already it's complicated. So that's where's the money. I will not get now into the timelines and what are the gates. Maybe I'll do it in the next video. So that's it for now. See you. Bye.